Hello students, today we will start the chapter number 4. The name of the chapter number 4 is Images, Links and Tables. Here we will learn in this chapter how to insert inline images and how to insert images as a background of web page, and how we can create the links, how we can change the colors of the links, and how we can insert any table on the web page. So students, here we will learn about the advanced concept of the HTML document, and we will start this chapter from the last topic of this chapter. According to the complexity, we will move forward step by step. So firstly we will learn how to create HTML table. So first of all, I will tell you that tables in HTML. First of all, we have to aware that what is table. So we can say the combination of rows and columns is known as the table, and we can say tables arrange data in row and column format. Okay, there are specific terms related to tables. So firstly we have to aware these terms, because these terms will help us in table creation. So first of all, caption. What is caption? Caption is a description of table, or we can say that the heading of the table. Okay, rows, the horizontal lines in a table are known as rows. Columns, the vertical lines in a table are known as columns. Students, you have to clarify the doubt between the rows and the columns. I am repeating again that rows are the horizontal lines of the data, and columns are known as the vertical lines of data. Cell. What is cell? The intersection of row and column create a cell. Okay, or we can say the rectangular shape box that created with the help of the intersection of rows and column in a table is known as cells. And heading, these are the individual column labels, means the header row of any table is known as the heading, and we can say the column labels also. Okay, now we will start how we can create tables in HTML, which tags are provided for table creation. So here following tags are available for table creation. First of all, the very basic tag to create table in HTML document is the table tag. And you have to remember one more thing, that the all tags that we will use for the table creation, all these tags comes in the container category. So the basic tag to create table is the table tag. It defines a table, and in this table tag, inside the table tag, after the table tag, we can use the another tags related to tables, just like tr tag. Tr stands for table row. The full form of the tr tag is table row. It is used to create a table row. So students, how many rows you want to create in your table? At the same number of times we have to use a tr tag in our HTML document. Okay, now after tr we have to use the td tag to insert the data in a table. Okay, so how many cells are in the table? At the same number of time we have to use the td tag, and table tag, tr tag, td tag, and whatever tag we will use in table creation, all these tags are required to close, because these tags comes in container tags category. Okay, now after that, t head stands for the table head, and if you want to set the table header part, then you can use the t head tag. To set the footer part of the table, then we have to use the tfoot tag. And for the body section of the table and middle section of the table, we can use the t-body tag. Okay, and now after that, to insert the data in a table, we have to use the td tag. Td stands for table data. And then th tag, the full form of the th tag is table header. So table header tag is used to give the heading of the table, okay, or we can say to set the header row we can use the th tag. And caption tag is used to give the caption of the table, okay. Now students, we will discuss about the attributes of the table tag, okay. Just like body tag have the attribute, font tag have the attributes, you know, the additional feature of any tag is known as the attributes of that tag, okay. Now here if we apply the additional setting on the table, then we can use its attributes, okay. Now the very most important attribute of table tag is the border tag. This tag is mandatory because this tag is used to draw the grid lines of the table, okay. If you want to show the grid lines of the rows and columns, then that attribute we can use border attribute. In border attribute we have to mention the width of the grid lines or border, okay. Now border color, if you want to change the color of the border or grid lines, then we have to use the border color attribute. BG color, so students, if you want to set the different background color of the table, then we have to use the BG color attribute. Align, if you want to set the alignment of the table, then it can be set by the align attribute. Now height and width, if you want to set the height and width, if you want to increase or decrease the size of the table, then we can do with the help of height and width attribute of the table. Cell spacing and cell padding, this is the most important attribute of the table tag. Cell spacing attribute is used to set the amount of space between the individual cells, okay. Among the all individual cells of a table, if you want to set the space, then we have to use a cell spacing attribute. In cell spacing attribute we have to give the numeric value in pixels. That value we want to set the change of the size. Cell padding, okay, it is used to set space between cell content and the cell boundary, okay. Now row span and col span, this is also most important attributes of the table tag. Row span is used to merge two or more rows in a table. In the same manner, col span attribute is used to merge two or more columns in a table, okay. Now here I want to show the practical of the table tag and its related tag and its attributes. So I am opening the notepad for that, okay. And now here first of all I have to start the HTML tag, then after that head tag. Here we are starting the table creation, so table creation heading I am giving here, then head tag close, then after head tag I have to start the body tag, body, and I want to set the background color of the body. Then we have used here BG color equals to whatever color you want to set. I am setting here blue color. And text color, text equals to, we want to set the white. So here after body tag I have to start the table tag to create the table. And here I am using the border attribute of table tag to set the width of the border or grid lines, okay. Border color if I want to set, then here border color attribute I have to use, and I am giving here the border color is pink. I want to set pink here, okay. And after that if you want to set the BG color of the table, then I am giving here the BG color. BG color I want to set here yellow, okay. So here I am setting the table background color yellow, okay. And now after that here I will tell you later the other attributes of the table tag. Firstly we will create the simple table, so for that after table tag I have to use the tr tag, Okay, because students, you have to remember one thing, that we can insert the data in a table in horizontal way, because tr tag is available that is used to create the table row, and it is necessary to insert the data row wise. Okay, so after tr tag we have to use the td tag. Okay, td tag. And in td tag, suppose I want to give the heading first cell name, then td close. Okay, first data I have finished here, first cell data, then second cell data I want to set age. Okay, then is, then I want to set the second cell data, then after that I have to set the third cell data, I want to set class. Okay, then after that I have to close the td, then here I want to finish the first row, so I have to close here the tr. Then for the new row I have to start again the tr tag, then in td I have to give the value. I have set the headings name age class. Okay, so in first cell of second row I am giving the name. Okay, so I am giving the name here John, then td close. Then after that I have to start give the age, so age I am giving here 14, then td close. Then next class. Okay, then class here I am giving 10th. Okay, then now td close. Okay, now after that here I am finished the second row, so I am closing here the second tr. Then for the new row I have to start the again new tr, then td again John, and now I am giving the name Jack, then td close, then td, then again age, so here I am giving the 15 age. Okay, then td, then again new td, and here I am giving the class 11, and again td close. Okay, now I want to put only 3 rows in my table. First is the header row and second 2 are the data row. Then after that I have to close the third tr here, and after that I have to close the table tag, and then after that I have to close the body tag, and then after that at last I have to close the HTML tag. And now I am saving my file. File, save, then save dialog will appear on the screen, and I want to save my file on desktop, and here I am giving the file name chinar11.html. Okay, now I am saving the file, and now what I have to do, I have to run the file. So on desktop I have to search the file chinar11, and I have to double click on the file, and now we can check here that okay, now the output is showing on the screen. I have set the blue background color of the web page, body bg color blue, text color I have set white, so white color is showing here. Table border, border means these grid lines are showing with the help of the border attribute of table tag, and I have set the bg color of table is yellow, so yellow is showing here. And now students, you can check that in the coding I have used the tr tag 3 times. Okay, so 3 rows are created here, and I have written the first td name, then tdh. So how many cell you want to create, that at the same number of time we have to use the td tag. Okay, now in this manner we can create the table tag, but here data is not visible clearly, so I am changing the text color of body is red. Control S, then again I have to refresh the file. Okay, so we can check. Okay, now I want to increase the size of the table. Okay, so I have to use the height and width attribute of the table tag. So height height equals to, in double quotes I have to give the 400, then width equals to 500. Okay, in double quotes I am giving the 404. Okay, now I have to refresh the file again. and you can check that the size of the table is changed here. Okay, now class, if I want to make the header row of the table bold, and the heading I want to make centralized, so what we can do? Okay, so students, for the table heading we have the, for that I can use the th tag, because I told you that th stands for the table header. And if you want to make the heading of the table bold and centralized, then we can use, in place of alt td and tr tag, we can use the th tag for the first row of the table. So th, then first heading I want to give name, then th close here, and then next th, then I want to give here age, then I want to close here th, then I have to close, I have to start again new th, and here class I am giving. Okay, so th close. Okay, so by using the th tag, it is already included the effect of the tr, td, b tag and center tag. So it will make the header row bold, centralized. So I have saved the file. Now I want to show the result of the file. So for that I have to okay, here you can check that the first row is highlighted comparatively to other two rows, because other two rows are the data rows and this is a header row. Okay, and the data of the first row is bold, centralized also. Okay, and now students, here you can check the grid lines of the table, and this is displaying with the use of the border attribute of the table tag. Now I am showing that if I remove the border attribute of the table tag, then what will happen? Okay, so Control S and you can refresh the result. Okay, now you can check that by removing the border attribute of the table tag, the grid lines of the table has removed. Okay, so if you want to show the grid lines of the table, then it is mandatory to use the border attribute of table tag. Here you can set the width of the border according to you. Here I am setting the 2. Okay, now students, here I want to show the one more thing, that you can check that these grid lines. Okay, and now there is no space between the individual cells space. Okay, all cells are stick to the each other. Okay, now if you want to set the amount of space between the individual cells of the table, then I have to use the cell spacing attribute. Okay, cell spacing, CELLSPACING, cell spacing equals to, in pixels you have to give the value that you want to set as the amount of space. Okay, and here I am showing the result by refreshing the file. Now you can check that there is individual space among all cells of a table. So this space you can set with the help of the cell spacing attribute of the table tag. Okay, now if you want to set the space, just like you can say that here data is touch with the left boundary of the cell, and if you want to maintain the space between the cell boundary and the cell content, then we can use the cell padding attribute. Okay, here I am showing the use of the cell padding attribute. Okay, cell padding equals to you can set according to choice. Okay, or if it is given in the question paper the amount of the cell spacing and cell padding, then you have to use the same amount or same number. Okay, and if it is not showing, only the question is that explain the use of the cell spacing and cell padding by giving example, then you can set according to your choice. Okay, now I am showing the output for cell padding. Okay, now you can check that the data content and the cell boundary space, okay, you can set with the help of the cell padding attribute. Okay students, so now I am removing the cell spacing from here. Okay, and you can check the result. Yes, I'm refreshing the file again. Here I am refreshing the file. So here I have removed the individual space among the cells. Okay. Now students, if you want to merge two rows, in this manner we can set the cell spacing, cell padding. These are the attributes of the table tag, and how we can create the header row, how we can create the rows, how we can insert the data in a table. So this is for the description of the table tag THTD, and in new class we will learn how about the attributes of the TR tag, TD tag, etc., etc.